Relatives and caregivers of persons living with dementia say they are often exploited by cogs in the early stages of the disease due to ignorance. Beyond this, many also face financial challenges as caregivers are forced to sacrifice their jobs to provide care. At a dissemination workshop in Kumasi, where a study by researchers from the University of Huddersfield was presented, it emerged that Ghana lacks clear policies on geriatric conditions and adequate support for caregivers. A report by Sarah Fori.
Dementia is the deterioration of one's cognitive function, which is the ability to process thought. This could be as a result of damaged nerve cells in the brain. Demented persons often suffer memory loss, have communication difficulties, and are emotionally unstable. They are also unable to control their behaviors, among others. Due to ignorance about the condition, many are attributed to witchcraft or spiritually caused.
Sa arafe yare anase adwurum ka bia no spiritual do time bi no ye ko hospital a say hospital no san so ye spiritual or san ye spiritual thing oka che say we say die obi mum na ye nsanti ye ntotuo na tuo no mum no on to my tuo so pede to 8 as a 12 mu ba ko
ma bre papa me de nanante ye kwa ha ni ye twa me be kwa sofo ho kwa malamfo asebra koto aponche koto odwan abreye papa.
The study highlighted the struggles of caregivers in Ghana and who are largely females in the informal sector. According to the facilitators, they sacrifice their personal interests, face financial constraints, grapple with stress and burnout.
Caregiver welfare or well-being is a really massive area of dementia research because most people would prefer to age at home. We call it aging in place. And if you have dementia, to do that successfully, at least up to a certain point, talking about the symptoms now, at some point you can't do it alone, right? Once the symptoms start to get worse, you will need support.
Some perceive the care they render as a source of blessing.
Some of the patients themselves were abusing the caregivers, which was an issue, and the society was also stigmatizing these caregivers, which obviously was an issue. And then the other thing was that this was obviously irrespective of the challenges. They saw that as a blessing. The more they took care of their family members, they thought that the Creator will obviously bless them, and they wouldn't have had that blessing if they were not taking care of their family members.
The debriefing workshop for the participants identified a number of priority areas needing key intervention, including the initiation of caregiver support programs, public education on dementia, financial assistance, respite care services, and stigma reduction campaign.
Say no, who discover no cry na ebesa. O call hospital every man who niska wuntimi nto. Think manka insurance ni cover nduro ni nyina mai. Ana mpanyimfo no mu say ni de say eja wuntimi nkwa mmanti no. Say anka ban metimi aye kwansi bia mo aboso me na chese o matimi de ato aduane.
The study also threw light on the coping strategies or mechanisms of these caregivers.
All interventions towards improving dementia care in Ghana should focus more on women. Family caregivers have a lot of role to play, and they also suffer a lot of stress from the financial side to the emotional side to even physical abuse and sometimes stigma. So these are areas that policymakers should start focusing on.
It concluded that the caregivers adopt strategies to cope with their constraints, health workers incorporating education of caregivers when rendering services to enable them to communicate and handle efficiently their demented relatives without any violations. It also advocated the inclusion of faith-based institutions as critical stakeholders in dementia care. Sarah Fori, GBC News, Kumasi.
It's still the news. We are back shortly. Please don't go away.